Hello, my name is Monica. We've already discovered that. And I am member committee president for AIESEC in the UAE. Um, so basically responsible for UAE, AIESEC in the UAE, um, and representing it. I will give a little brief about myself. I'm a journalism graduate from Middlesex University, and
Yay!
and I've been working with AIESEC for 3 years now. Um, and this will probably be my last year, and I'm really sad about it. But yeah. So let's go on. I will give a little brief about my AIESEC journey. So in 2018, I went on an AIESEC exchange. I don't know if you guys can figure me out here, but so in 2018, I went on AIESEC exchange to Turkey, and from there, just a second. Yes, so I went on an exchange to Turkey, Istanbul. I spent 6 weeks there, teaching refugee kids about sustainable development goals, about their rights that they can seek from the government, and also a bit of English that can help them get through. And those 6 weeks were so enlightening, and it opened my entire understanding about the world that I ended up joining AIESEC as a member. And yeah, and in 2019, I joined, I became president of Dubai. And in 2020, I was elected and then became president of AIESEC in the UAE. I attended multiple conferences, met a lot of people, a lot of different people. And actually, I don't know if you guys can see, but right there is Masoom. And it was a very interesting and enlightening journey so far, which I hope that I will be able to deliver to all of you in future or coming year. So today I just want to deliver what AIESEC means to me and what AIESEC can possibly mean to you as well, and how it can help you and how we can help others and this world by being part of AIESEC. So my first question is, well, already, as Masoom already asked this, but I want you guys to take another minute, think about what made you join AIESEC, what was the real reason. Apart from that, you want to contribute to this world, I want you to really look into it, your personal reasons and professional reasons. We'll take a minute, and then after that, we'll share. I want everyone of you to be involved and share. And yeah, so let's take a minute and figure out, why are you here? What made you join AIESEC?
So, hi.
Yes, please, yeah.
I'm Nitin, and what made me join is to experience different culture, different people, and learn about, explore myself.
Okay, and
that's why I joined AIESEC.
Brilliant. So when you say explore myself, what exactly do you have expectations from AIESEC that you would like to explore?
So the first will be leadership. That's what AIESEC stands for. And I believe that still there is a lot to explore in myself. Different qualities, different skills that I possess. So AIESEC can help me with that.
Fair. Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
And is there anyone else would like to share?
Yep, I can go ahead.
Yes, please, Mohammed.
All right, so I have three primary reasons why I want to join AIESEC. So the first one is obviously leadership journey. And given that I'm an international studies student, that's something I want to develop further because I do want to contribute to society on a macro level. And the second thing that really stands out about AIESEC is that it makes it really easy to gain cultural knowledge beyond your own borders and beyond your own culture. So that's something that really stood out to me as well, developing more cultural interaction. And lastly, it's a community of people who don't really have any limitations for themselves. It's like endless growth. And when you surround yourselves with people who have that kind of mindset, it kind of inculcates more of it within you as well. So overall, it's a really powerful community, and there's much more than these 3 points though.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And I actually do agree that it's an amazing community there where you can grow and explore and just test your limits, how far you can achieve. Yes, thank you, Mohammed. Is there anyone else would like to share, please?
Yeah, hello. Sorry.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, go
okay. It's basically because I want to actually be like how should I say this? Inserted inside a community with different mindsets, learn from people, build long-term relationships, and basically be in a diversified community and learn how to deal with people, how to communicate with people. Because I was actually a very shy person. I've had, I've kind of like had this problem of being a shy person. I'm kind of like an introvert, but I'm sort of developing into an ambivert, like being able to talk with people at the same time being silent. So basically, how should I say this? Like my philosophy is speak only when spoken to. So I kind of like stay silent, but when somebody speaks to me, I speak to them. So I'm trying to like develop this in a kind of way to be more open to people, be more outgoing. So one of the main reasons why I joined Isaacs is to um, be more outgoing towards people and learn how to communicate more towards people, and to actually experience more, to build up more experience towards leadership, and to learn how to communicate more with a diversified environment.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Hassan. Yes, and I will continue to share my screen. Okay. Now, I really want you to reflect, because as you reflected already, but I want you to, because is there any wrong or right answer to it? I personally believe that it isn't. The value behind the decision is what makes us us. So your motive and your aim and your motive to join this organization, the value that you bring to it is what makes you as a person, and then together as us as an organization. It makes us different from other, and it makes us an AIESECer. But so AIESEC International president of AIESEC International said in 2013, said AIESEC is growing at an exponential rate. One moment will come in which we won't know how to manage the volume, and this is when AIESEC will reinvent itself. And I truly believe that this is the time where we're evolving, we're changing, and AIESEC is actually going into reinventing itself. Especially you as coming up generation, being part of AIESEC would be the one to reinvent it. So it's very important that you carry your values, what you have, and take it into reinventing what AIESEC is. As you guys mentioned, that it's all about testing your limits, exploring, and just being yourself. Okay, so I want to know, what do you guys know about AIESEC? The newbies, only the newbies. What do you guys know about AIESEC, and what do you understand what AIESEC is? By the books. Do you guys want to share? Anyone wants to share?
I know. So I've heard of AIESEC before. Because in my university, actually, we like some people I know, they have attended AIESEC. So I have a general understanding of what AIESEC is. It's basically sort of like people. It's like an exchange, sort of like an exchange program where people go to developing countries. They either volunteer, or they teach in developing countries, or also people could work in AIESEC. People could work in AIESEC, like they can work with dealing with exchange students or dealing with companies. And basically, it's about the experience. It's about the experience with dealing with volunteers, and it's like moving up. It's becoming in a leadership role, becoming a chair or a president.
Yeah. Yes, you're nearly there. Actually, yes. Anyone else?
Yeah, hi, Usaid this side. Um, so I think, from my understanding, AIESEC is basically a youth organization for the youth. You guys conduct various programs. There are initiatives that aim at developing people, like in the entire world, across the world, and yeah, basically empowering others is what AIESEC does, uh, through, like I said, various initiatives such and programs, like such as the global that exchange program, the global exchange program, and the internships, developing people, developing the professional skills, and personal growth as well, of various people, like empowering others. Like, that is what I could gather from you know
Oh, yeah.
AIESEC's production.
That's the main idea, to empower youth. Um, you there, actually. um, so I will briefly, I think, because you have already, you guys, almost everyone knows what AIESEC is. Right before interviews, you would deliver a session to actually explain what AIESEC does. But I will briefly go through that very quickly. But after that, we'll create our own meaning of what AIESEC mean to you as individual. Okay, I put everything up there really quick. So AIESEC started after World War II, when a group of people came together, and they decided, despite having to have so many cultural differences, we still have a lot of similarities as individuals. And when we understand each other's culture, we will be able to achieve peace and fulfillment of humankind potential. So the main idea about AIESEC was to empower youth, send them for exchange programs, exchange cultures, and eliminate the differences that we have in name of culture. And once we understand each other, we'll be more empathetic, and we'll be more accepting towards each other. And since this COVID hit, we all know that cross-cultural going on exchange has been biggest bump. We haven't been able to do that. We haven't been, maybe not been able to completely fulfill what this organization initially started with in this past year. And as I said before, that this time we've reached the time where we need to reinvent. We need to create our own definition of AIESEC and how we can contribute. Here. So we need to reinvent and redefine what AIESEC means to you as an individual and how you can shape it, providing the cross-cultural experience to youth and empower them to achieve peace and humankind potential. Here. So I want to go through briefly about this. So, own the present, shape the future, lead the change. Therefore, so every 5 years, and every 5 years, AIESEC sets its midterm direction. We set certain goals. We set certain parameters that we need to achieve in those 5 years. So the last time we set was in 2020, and we shaped it according to what the time required, how we wanted to reinvent, how we wanted to take an altogether new direction, while keeping the main idea of this organization and the value of this organization. So if you are curious about what the direction is, I will go on to explaining very quickly. So the first direction that let's say statement and the focus that we have for the next 5 years is empower youth leaders. This means you who are going to be leaders, who are going to be taking lead positions in AIESEC, you will be one of the first focuses that we'll have to develop to give you the best possible experience that I possibly can and my team, so that you can develop and provide experience to other upcoming generation or people who wants to experience AIESEC or hopefully go on AIESEC internships or be part of AIESEC in any way and deliver them the best leadership experience that you can. Second, long-lasting, building a long-lasting AIESEC. Building long-lasting AIESEC, we wanted to create an environment or take steps or invent things or innovate things that will help build us, create this organization, create a sustainability in this organization, especially with COVID hitting. All of us had to rethink, all of us had to basically sit down and think about what we can possibly do to keep this entities or keep this AIESEC value and AIESEC sustained, because we can't have it disappear because we haven't achieved what this organization was meant for, to achieve peace. So we're trying to, again, in these 5 years, one of our aim is to keep the organization sustainable with building long-term partnerships. I'm not sure if you're aware, but we do partner with companies, we do partner with organizations, schools, universities, and build long-term partnership which help us cater youth directly. And companies who will help us financially, logistically, however they can, or give us a space to provide internship opportunities to young people and to experience the culture of AIESEC. Next is partnership, just mentioned it. Sustainability and partnership, building long-term partnership and enabling the growth of the organization. I just wanted to mention this to all of you, not just new members, but also current members and everyone, that AIESEC is now, we all focusing on all three, achieving these 3 goals under AIESEC 2025. and I really would encourage everyone to be actively participate, to actively help take AIESEC in that direction, and not unless you put your efforts, not unless you put yourself out there to put efforts in making this organization better, you would not be able to develop yourself as well. And I will be blunt about it, that you can't expect us to spoon feed you or give you an experience just out there, just give you that. Not unless you come out, take an initiative, work, you will not get an experience. I spent these years working hard, trying to contribute to this organization, which more than contributing to this organization, I developed as an individual. And you develop in that term. So yeah, do not wait for us to spoon feed you or to tell you, if you have an idea tomorrow, go ahead, pitch it, we'll try to implement it. Think of it as you're an entrepreneur and trying to invent and trying to build something. And you have a big arena where it's okay to fail. It's okay if things doesn't work out. We're all here to support each other. But we just want to help develop each other. Here. So as I will quickly summarize it, that we want the AIESEC 2025 lead our organization's direction of sustainability, leadership focus sustainability, and the leadership focus is you are the leaders, that will be our focus, and actually any young adult, young people, youth, which we recognize as youth, and emphasis on value partnership. Okay. Well, briefly, so AIESEC belongs to future generation, which is all of us. And it is you who would decide how you want to shape this organization and help this world become a better place. And an AIESECer and a world citizen, let's take 5 minutes to decide one action we will want to take and contribute towards future, an action that will help us reinvent ourselves. I want you guys to just think about it. You can, if you like, you can share. Just one action you want to take, being part of this organization, being an individual. What exactly would you like to do? Just one small action that, okay, today I would not, I will separate my recyclable garbage from non-recyclable garbage. Simple things, what you can do today to reinvent, to go towards a better future, and to contribute. Yeah, I'll give you, we really don't have very long time, so I will give you 2 minutes. I'm sorry, I could have given you 5 minutes, but I will just give you a quick 2 minutes, and then we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
If you guys like, you can share it on the chat, or you can share it, you can talk about it. Unmute yourself and go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I would distribute food packages to the needy, because in my country, there's not many. There's almost more than 50% of people they they're living like below the poverty line. So what would I do to support them? What I would organize organize like how should I say it? Like organize in which a way that people would come and they would dump food. They would drop food, like some, for example, someone who doesn't need a box of cereal would drop it. Someone who has an extra cheese pack, they would drop it, and I would distribute these food packages to the needy. For those who don't have food, for example, the people in the rural areas, I would distribute these food packages to them for so that they wouldn't go hungry for the day.
Mhm. That's a really nice thought. Thank you for sharing with us. Um, someone. Okay, so people responded. So promote building urban gardens. Oh wow, yes, that would be a really good idea as well. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing. Is anyone else wants to quickly share, and then we'll move on. And I think we're proceeding to. Does anyone else wants to share? Okay, I think being more accepting of each other would bring about a huge change in our society, like embracing differences, learning. Yes, learning from will allow us to grow. Thank you, Mohammed, for sharing that. That means a lot. Yes. Engage more in world politics. I personally really like politics, so yeah. Not that I enjoy politics, but yeah, I actively I actively read about it. And yeah, increase cultural diversity and open mindset. Yes, Sandra, thank you. Okay, almost. So we've shared already. Thank you, everyone. We will now go for a break. But here are my contacts. You can screenshot it anytime if you want anything. Please approach me. If you think in any way I can help you with AIESEC in the UAE, any questions, whatever, just hit me up and I will help you however possibly I can. And
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
thank you, Nifis.